channel. We're thrilled to have you join us for a peaceful and enchanting journey. If you enjoy this story, please remember to subscribe to our channel for more soothing bedtime stories and relaxation content. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. If this story helps you relax and sleep better, give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for joining us. Now, enjoy and sweet dreams. Chapter 1: Whispers of the Ancient Winds. In a realm far removed from the hustle and bustle of the world, nestled within the cradling arms of ancient mountains, there existed a village like no other. This village, cradled by towering peaks and enveloped in a perpetual mist, seemed to belong to a time forgotten, a place where magic lingered in the air and nature spoke in hushed tones. It was here, amidst the whispers of the wind, that a boy named Oren lived. Oren was a child of the mountains, born under the watchful gaze of the towering peaks that surrounded his home. His eyes, a deep, serene blue, held the wisdom of the ages, as if he had been touched by the spirits of the land at birth. From a young age, Oren felt a profound connection to the wind. While other children played and laughed, Oren would sit quietly, listening to the soft murmurs carried by the breeze. He could hear what others could not, the whispers of the wind, carrying messages from realms unseen and voices of ancient spirits long gone. The villagers often saw him perched on the edge of a cliff, his eyes closed, a peaceful smile on his face as he communed with the wind. They respected his unique gift, though they did not fully understand it. They called him the Wind Listener, a title that he bore with quiet pride. For Oren, the wind was a friend, a teacher, and a guide. It spoke to him of secrets long buried, of wisdom hidden in the folds of time, and of the delicate balance that sustained their world. Chapter 2: The Call of Elysia. One fateful day, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in a tapestry of fiery hues, Oren heard a whisper unlike any other. It was clearer, more urgent, filled with a sense of purpose that sent shivers down his spine. The wind carried the voice of Elysia, an ancient spirit and guardian of wisdom, whose presence felt both comforting and commanding. "Oren," the voice whispered, "you have been chosen to bridge the worlds, to bring forth the wisdom of the ancients, and heal the wounds of your people. The time has come for you to embrace your destiny." Oren's heart raced with a mixture of fear and excitement. He had always felt that his gift was meant for something greater, and now the spirits had confirmed it. He stood at the edge of the cliff, the cool breeze ruffling his hair, and vowed to heed the call. He returned to the village, his mind ablaze with purpose, ready to embark on a journey that would change his life and the lives of his people forever. Chapter 3: The Teachings of the Wind. In the days that followed, Oren dedicated himself to learning from the spirits. Each day, he would climb to the highest peak, where the wind was strongest and the connection to the other world most profound. There, amidst the howling gales and the silent majesty of the mountains, Alicia and other wise spirits shared their knowledge with him. The lessons were many and varied. Alicia taught him the ancient arts of healing, showing him how to use herbs and natural remedies to cure ailments and ease suffering. She taught him the importance of harmony, both within oneself and with the world around. Through meditation and reflection, Oren learned to find balance and peace, even amidst chaos and strife. The spirits also shared stories of old, tales of forgotten lands, of civilizations that had risen and fallen, and of the timeless wisdom that they had passed down through the ages. These stories were not mere fables. They were lessons, each one imbued with deeper meanings and truths that Oren took to heart. He understood that his role was not just to learn, but to apply this wisdom to help his people, to guide them through the trials and tribulations that lay ahead. Chapter 4: Trials and Tribulations. The village, meanwhile, was facing its own challenges. The once bountiful crops began to wither. The streams that had always flowed clear and pure turned murky, and tensions among the villagers grew. Disputes over resources and old grudges resurfaced, threatening to tear the community apart. It was a time of great uncertainty, and the people looked to Oren for guidance. Oren, armed with the wisdom of the spirits, began to take action. He taught the villagers how to listen to the land, to understand its needs, and to work in harmony with it rather than against it. He showed them how to use natural remedies to heal the sick and shared techniques for improving the soil and conserving water. His calm demeanor and quiet confidence instilled hope and trust in those around him. Yet, not everyone was receptive to his teachings. Some, like Kale, a man of strong will and traditional beliefs, were skeptical. Kale saw Oren's influence as a threat to the old ways and feared the changes that were sweeping through the village. He questioned Oren's motives and doubted the existence of the spirits. One evening, as the village gathered to discuss their troubles, Kale confronted Oren. "Oren," he said, his voice heavy with suspicion, "you speak of spirits and ancient wisdom, but where is the proof? How do we know you are not leading us astray?" Oren met Kale's gaze with unwavering calm. "The proof is in the peace we find within ourselves," he replied. "The wisdom of the spirits is not something to be seen, but felt. It is in the harmony we create and the love we share. Trust in the wind, Kale, and it will guide you as it guides me." Chapter 5: The Healing Winds. As time passed, Oren's efforts began to bear fruit. The village slowly started to recover. The fields, once barren, began to bloom with life. The streams cleared, their waters sparkling like liquid crystal under the sun. The villagers, guided by Oren's wisdom, found new ways to work together. resolving their disputes with understanding and compassion. Oren's influence spread beyond the practical. He became a beacon of hope and a symbol of the harmony that could be achieved when one listened to the wisdom of the wind. The villagers began to see the value in his teachings, even those who had once been skeptical. Kale, in particular, found himself drawn to Oren's quiet strength and began to seek his guidance. But peace is often tested. One night, a terrible storm descended upon the village. The winds howled with a ferocity that seemed to echo the fears and doubts of the people. Trees bent and groaned under the force of the gales, and rain lashed against the rooftops like a relentless drumbeat. The villagers huddled in their homes, fear gripping their hearts. Oren, sensing the turmoil, stood at the heart of the storm, his arms outstretched, communing with the winds. "Alicia," he whispered, "lend me your strength. Help me calm the storm and protect my people." In response, a gentle breeze enveloped Oren, carrying with it a soothing melody. The storm began to subside, the winds growing gentle and warm. The rain slowed to a soft patter, and the clouds parted to reveal a sky dotted with stars. The villagers, who had taken shelter in their homes, emerged to find Oren standing amidst the calm, a beacon of hope and resilience. Chapter 6: The Legacy of Wisdom. Years passed, and Oren grew into a wise and revered elder. The stories of his communion with the winds and the wisdom he shared became the stuff of legend. The village flourished, not just in material wealth, but in spirit. The fields were lush with crops. The streams flowed clear and pure, and the bonds between the villagers grew stronger. The wisdom of the spirits, channeled through Oren, brought a profound sense of peace and unity. Oren's teachings became an integral part of the village's way of life. Children were taught to listen to the wind and respect the wisdom of the spirits. They learned to live in harmony with nature and with each other, valuing peace and understanding above all else. The village, once on the brink of collapse, became a haven of tranquility and wisdom. On his final day, as the sun set in a blaze of glory, Oren stood at the edge of the cliffs one last time. The wind whispered around him, a gentle caress that carried the voices of the spirits he had known so well. "Oren," Alicia's voice echoed, "your journey here is complete, but your spirit will forever be part of the wind. You have left a legacy of peace and wisdom that will endure through the ages." With a serene smile, Oren closed his eyes and let the wind carry him away, his spirit merging with the whispers that had guided him throughout his life. Epilogue: The Eternal Wind. The villagers, now guardians of Oren's wisdom, continued to thrive. They passed down the stories of the boy who spoke to the wind, teaching their children to listen to the whispers and embrace the harmony of nature. The wind, ever gentle and wise, carried the spirit of Oren, whispering secrets and guidance to those who would listen. heart of the distant mountains, where the mist clings to the peaks, and the air is filled with the scent of pine and wildflowers, the legacy of Orin lived on. The wind, eternal and wise, continued to whisper its secrets, a reminder of the boy who had bridged the worlds and brought peace to his people. And so the village thrived, a haven of tranquility and wisdom, where the whispers of the wind were always heeded, and the spirit of Orin lived on in the hearts of all who called the mountains home. In the stillness of the night, when the world seemed to hold its breath, the villagers would gather around the fire and tell stories of Orin. They would speak of his calm demeanor, his unwavering faith in the spirits, and the gentle way he had guided them through their darkest times. The children listened with wide eyes, their hearts filled with wonder and admiration for the boy who had become a legend. The wind, ever watchful and wise, carried these stories far and wide, weaving them into the fabric of the world. And as the villagers drifted off to sleep, the wind would whisper its secrets, lulling them into dreams of distant realms and ancient wisdom. The legacy of Orin, the wind listener, lived on, a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of harmony and peace.